Now to our next story. You know, the rules that govern what happens in a free market environment are known as market forces. And so when competition sets in, so many things give. For the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, these are trying times. The state-owned and owned oil and gas company has strongly denied claims that it sells substandard petrol with a high burn rate. Company spokesman Olufemi Soneye, while reacting to a video which surfaced online, strongly refuted the false and misleading allegations contained in the said video. Competition, we must remind the NNPCL, is always a good thing. It forces us to do our best. BKO.
Yes, I agree with Femi Soneye that if people willfully drag the image of NNPCL in the mud, some people deserve to be taken to court. Remember the so-called community leader who claimed that the Port Harcourt refinery was not working, that they were taking supplies from other places and bringing and dumping them in their tanks over there. Whereas he felt that it was the whole refinery that they were repairing. Therefore, why should petroleum products be dispensed from the new one?
Yeah.
From the gantry of the new one. Whereas a refinery that is not a single train refinery, two refineries located in the same area.
Environment, yeah.
They get to share assets, they get to share facilities. And in fact, they were sharing storage facilities and all that. So he demonstrated tremendous ignorance and then recorded himself saying all that rubbish, pure lies, and many Nigerians believed him. He took the NNPC taking NSC president, some opinion holders to the facility to see that indeed we had begun
on
work.
the top of the facility.
Yes. So he's now saying in future, if anybody will try to damage our reputation in this manner, we are going to drag that person to court. I think that's the least that they can do, because when people hear these stories, they tend to believe. People believe esoteric stories a lot. They are not interested in even cross-checking some of what they have read. They just believe that, oh, it must be true. We are already gripped by pessimism in our country because there are some guys that everything about Nigeria that you read from them is laced with pessimism. So in this case, they are saying that NNPC's petrol burns faster, that they are using, they are dispensing petrol so sulfur-laden that Nigerians don't get to enjoy this thing. I think that they made it clear that whatever petrol they sell in the Lagos area is what they bought from Dangote. I know that there's still a lot of importation still going on, but that is also due to a number of factors, some of which I don't even want to talk about here. We have not reached that point. I know Nigerians are worried, they want importations to stop. Frankly, we have not reached that point when we can say, oh, we are producing all of what we need, therefore we don't need importation. That time will come. And I want the president to be able to say, okay, from this moment, I've monitored your progress. From this moment, we should be able to say, no, we are not importing anymore. So we cannot simply dismiss. We should have a healthy competition. And I like the fact that market forces are ruling the energy sector now. Look at how many times they've slashed prices. Dangote just recently slashed the price of diesel.
Yeah.
In his own way, he's trying to outmuzzle the importers. And it's okay to do that. If I were in his shoes, and I know that, okay, they are not going to stop importation, okay, there are steps that I would take to make it extremely difficult for them to sustain a regime of fuel importation. So that's a different matter. But going out to try to damage the reputation of your competitors is not what anybody should encourage. Let's have a level playing field. I think we have it now. People will choose where to buy from, but it is not right to give the feeling that some people, their fuel burns faster. This thing. Across the world, petrol, crude oil is of different grades.
Oh yeah.
And what they produce too is a product of the strain of crude oil at their disposal. Crude oil from UAE, for example.
Yeah.
From Russia, from some of these countries of Eastern Europe, even Texas.
Yeah, okay.
Will never be as clean as our own.
Brent.
Yes, our own is the best. They call it the Lamborghini of the industry. It's the best. It's very light.
Brent sweet crude,
It's very light. So even the Saudis, many countries of the world, they buy the Nigerian crude and use it to blend theirs.
That's it.
Because they know it's the top of the range, So there's so much accent put on, this one is substandard, this one is of a greater standard. I don't think that is the way to go. I don't, and frankly, apart from during Abacha's time, when we had this terrible fuel, and the last one that happened about 2 years ago, when they imported very bad fuel into our country. I think in our very recent history, we've not had such cases. So saying that some people's fuel is substandard is just an attempt to damage the competition.
Yeah. Mayor, what BKO said at the beginning strikes me. There are some folks in this country who will never see anything good. They want us to remain where we are.
I agree.
So
I agree.
any attempt to break out of this thing is revolting to them.
NNPC is not importing bad fuel. For anybody to say that is being mischievous. But it is true that fuel from different producers are different.
Okay.
So some actually burn faster than others. I can confirm that. Because before now, I used to buy my fuel from NNPC station. Now, I buy from MRS.
Don't advertise.
Oh, sorry. What I'm saying is that the difference, because that difference, and I see that it is
from
true.
From marketer to marketer.
Yes, from different marketers, and I see that truly some burn faster than the other. It's a statement of fact, because I've experienced it. But the reason for that is what he explained.
Yeah.
In the course of blending your crude, it depends on the base that he wants to use. It depends on the sulfur contents of that. Even that is why even in Senna climes will pay different prices for different grade of fuel.
Mayor, my climb is saying, go on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even in Senna climes, you pay different prices.
Okay.
Their prices are different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their prices are different.
In some climes, you have the leaded and unleaded.
Yes. And you pay premium for some fuel.
For them.
So it is not, it's no big deal that the fuel are different, because like I said, it is like that, depending on how it was produced or blended. So, but to say that to demarket anybody to say that somebody is importing a bad fuel, that is not correct. Yes. That's not correct.
All right. So
it's true that petrol will always be of different grades. Just as crude oil is of different grades.
That's it. That's
W, what do they call it? East Texas brand, WTO or
okay, I've forgotten the name. Yeah.
You see, it is cheaper than our own. In some cases, about our own is like $6 more expensive than it. Everyone knows that our fuel is like that. Even our condensate is even more pristine. It's cleaner and finer than even the crude oil itself. So people will buy from us and then blend. If anyone buys Nigerian's crude and simply wants to refine it and sell like that, it's not likely to make money. So what people do is they blend, they still buy, the heavy crude, they buy the heavier ones, and then use our light.
The Texan crude oil we talked about is heavy, the heavy type.
Yes, WTI. WTI, that is the Texas, and it's cheap. When you see the pricing template, you see it high up there, WTI, and you see our own Bonnet Light, down there. Yeah. The price is always higher, at least $5 more expensive than the WTI from Texas. So, but it doesn't make that one bad.
Bad, yes.
No, it doesn't.
It's a function of where it is produced.
Yeah, that's it.
So you cannot...
where it is produced and how it is produced.
Where it's produced. The nature of our... by nature, our crude oil is very, very good. It's sweet crude. You can't compare it to what comes from Saudi Arabia, from Venezuela, from Russia. No. Yeah. Our own is high up there.
Nature
that's why.
They do every crude. That's what they produce.
Yeah. Nature is peculiar in its ways.
Yes. The soil, our soil is different. All that. So.
Okay, well, let the debate continue, but the NNPCL has let it be known that the fuel it produces is clean and does not burn fast. Please, we must lay that argument to rest here.